Yeah, I can. I'll bring. So I will. Okay, so I will start. We said already, Robert Sapolsky, why zebras don't get ulcers. And then I'll go in with many of you will know this book, How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Feldman Barrett. And so this is a prime example of another neuroscientist, so a leading neuroscientist who has taken time. And I actually listened in one of, her appearances on a podcast or something. It took her 3 years to write this book.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it's that kind of thing where a scientist who has all sorts of constraints of their time and their energy to kind of take time out of the lab and to kind of translate their research in a way that's going to be understandable for everybody, yet still remain kind of high fidelity in a way to what research is. And obviously she was very well placed to do that because she is kind of the founder of that theory of constructed emotions, and it paid because now it's going into social media. There is predictive processing everywhere now, saying the brain predicts and so that's all coming from her work and her kind of translating her research into this book and some other, and also appearances in podcasts and stuff like that. But so that is one example of how it can be done. And, she's been also criticized because she calls things like, allostasis in the body or homeostasis, she calls it body budget. She never uses the word that's key for her theory. But things like that, obviously, I think that's something that we need to allow because otherwise you're never going to be able to write a book that's for everybody. So that's one that I like. Another one that also, it's another neuroscientist that I find has done amazing kind of efforts to make his research more accessible is Joseph Ledoux. So he's the Mr. Amygdala. And this is one of his books that's called Anxious, but he has maybe 5 or 6 more. They are very dense, and that also shows that, even if we want to read that, we need to really dig in. And I would like to say that he's done something amazing. I don't know him personally.